are live. We are live. I'm so excited, you guys. Welcome to this week's live. This week we are going to actually be doing an exercise that I can't wait to help you well with. This is going to literally change your life. That's what we're doing here. So say hello as you are joining. I would love it if you let me know you're here. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching this in replay, hit hashtag replay. And that way I will know that you were able to get this information. All right, let's see. We're getting going. Okay, today we're talking about manifesting your goals. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh my gosh, she's going to go into all this woo-woo stuff. This is something that has changed my life personally. And this is actually about the science. You are going to learn a 4-step scientific process that's going to help you achieve any goal you want. Whatever it is you set your mind to, you can make it happen. Yes. So I hope you're excited to do that. We're going to be doing that right now. And the truth is, this is about helping you achieve, do you want time freedom? What does that mean? Do you want to be in control of your time? Do you need more wealth in your life? Sorry, I'm losing my mind because my dog is barking back there. You might not be able to hear him. Do you need more wealth in your life? Are you recovering? Is your health, do you need a health goal that you want to accomplish? Do you need to lose weight? Are you wanting to move? Do you want a new job, a new career? Whatever it is, I want you to think about what that is right now, because choose the most important one to you right now. I like to think of it as choose a goal that actually, when I achieve that goal, everything else is going to fall in place. That is a great goal to choose. Hang on, I think I can hear the music in the background here. Let me turn that off. I didn't know it was still playing. Okay, let's do that. So get out a piece of paper. I just need you to get any piece of paper, you guys. And I want you to fold it in half and fold it in quarter. Like, so you have, 4 squares on your piece of paper. This is what we're going to start with. By the end of this live, you're going to know exactly how to get anything you want, how to achieve anything you want in your life. You're going to be able to repeat this process. It is a 4-step simple system backed by science. I'll be going through that as, explaining why that is. But so if you're struggling, if you're spinning your wheels right now, this is going to be the solution for you. This session is for you. So now that you have your 4, I want you to make it look like this. So draw a circle in the center, and then of course, draw lines where you quartered it, right? So this is how it's going to look in end. You're going to have a blank circle and then your 4 quadrants. Okay. And in each of the 4 quadrants, I want you to, let me get a big marker so that you can see better here. I should have done that before. I want you to write 1 in the top left, 2 in the top right, 3 in the bottom left, and 4 in the bottom right, like this. 1, 2, whoops, my camera is trying to show my face. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this exercise is a combination, actually, of several different mindset coaches I have worked with throughout the years. And I want you to have the gold out of this, right? So I'm taking the best of everything I've learned and consolidating it into one simple 4-step exercise for you. And like I said, I want this to be something that you can repeat anytime as you need it. Okay, so now that you have your 4 quadrants, your circle, in the top left, in box number 1, up there at the top, write goal fulfilled or goal accomplished. You can use whichever word suits you better. Okay, now, what is your goal? This is the first step. The first step in manifesting a goal is actually speaking it and writing it out loud as if it's already happened. Why? Why? That was the first thing I asked. Like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Because our brain cannot process the difference between truth and reality and what we imagine. So if we speak in the terms that it has already happened, we are actually tapping into our reticular activating system. That's a mouthful. That is going to actually go out and start seeking that result. It is our subconscious working for us. So let's give an example of that. For an example, instead of saying, I want to make 10,000 this month, you're going to say, instead of I want to, you're going to say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have earned 10,000 this month. Right? I'm so excited that I made $10,000 this month. However you want to say that, write it as a completed goal. It's already done. It has been delivered to you on a silver platter. Write it that way, because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between reality and what you tell it. And if we do this often enough, we start to believe it. So in reality, it's a form of brainwashing ourselves, right? Brainwashing ourselves. But why would you want to do that? You want to do that because it starts activating the science behind the neural pathways that it takes to find the opportunities and make them happen. Okay, so this is the first step. So I want you to do that in box number 1, right? Box number 1. Okay, box number 2. This is where you are going to visualize. You're going to visualize it. So right up there, visualize end scene, as in camera scene. Visualize end scene. Visualize result. So let's stick with the 10,000, right? The 10,000 is you're going to write it down, write the description. I can see $10,000 in my bank account right now. I see the balance of my bank account being $10,000. Visualize it. Close your eyes and visualize you've logged on. Your screen is opened up, right? You put in your password, you put in your username, all of that. Your screen opens up to your bank account balance and you are seeing a deposit of $10,000. Visualize it. That's the first part. That's the second part. I'm so sorry. So athletes do this all the time, right? You've watched this. You've watched athletes do this in the Olympics, like right before they go down the ski slope or whatever. You'll see them and they're actually like they're even moving because they are visualizing the result. They are seeing themselves going down the mountain and crossing the finish line and everybody's hands going up. Oh my gosh, best time ever. Yeah. Number 2. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example if you're still writing, an example of, for quite a while, I knew that it could be simple. It could be a cup of coffee. It could be a dog. For me, I'm just going to use the dog as an example. I knew that I wanted another dog. I wanted it to be a rescue. I didn't have time to foster. I was able to find a dog who'd already been fostered, who, like had everything that I needed all wrapped up. And it was because my reticulator activating system was going through and searching for that without me being consciously doing it. It all happened in my subconscious. Now, that's a really lesser example, but I've manifested houses this way, right? I knew what I needed when I had to buy a house for the first time on my own, and I knew what I needed for my kids. I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like, and we were able to get it, right? I wanted a great big gathering room, and I didn't want a formal dining room, and so I was able to find the house that I wanted in less than a day because I knew what I wanted. I could visualize it. Okay, number 3. Let's move on. So what else can you add to that picture? Can you visualize what you're wearing? Can you visualize who's with you when you open up your bank account and you see the $10,000 balance? Can you visualize like what you would be doing when that would happen? Are you, like, are you out to eat and you just logged into your bank account? Just picture it, okay? Now, step number 3, and this is one of the most important pieces. You cannot skip this piece. You cannot skip this piece or the whole thing falls apart. You need to feel the emotion strong. And I don't mean like, oh yeah, I'd be really happy. No, you need to feel it course throughout your body as if it truly is happening to you right now. Now, if you cannot access that, because maybe the goal you've set up for yourself, right? That the goal and you're seeing it in your brain, it's so far-fetched, it's hard to believe that you can't access that emotion. Think of what the emotion would be and go to a memory that produced that emotion, right? Was it you bought a new house? Was it the first time maybe when you graduated? Whatever it is, access that point just someplace else. Feel the emotion, and while you're pulling that emotion in, start visualizing this new goal so that you are connecting this emotion with the goal, the new goal. So this is number 3, and I want you to write experience the feeling. Right? Experience the feeling. And describe it. Describe what that would be. As you visualize it, what are the emotions that are coming to you? Are you relieved? Do you feel this overwhelming sense of gratitude? Are you just giddy? Are you jumping up and down? Picture it. What's the feeling? Write it down. Write it down. Take a few seconds to really, I'll call, sit in it, right? Like bathe in it. Let it pour all over you, all of this goodness. Think of yourself like diving into the pool of all this good feeling. You're just literally diving in. You're immersed in it. It's surrounding you. It's becoming you. It's holding you, supporting you. Connect with that emotion. Okay, now that you have that, let's go to box number 4. Box number 4. Okay, box number 4 is, this is where you're going to acknowledge it and release it. Or you can say receive it and release it. Write whatever you want in there, or you can put own it and release it. We're going to let it go. This is the hardest part, I think, for me, This is where you're releasing all the energy and tension and worry and doubt over whether you can achieve that goal. We're letting that go. All the conscious thought, like all the conscious thought where we try to consciously think, how am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? How many of us do that, right? I know what I want. I can visualize it. I can feel it. Fourth step, how am I going to make it happen? And we can become obsessive. Now, I'm not saying we aren't going to do anything. That's a whole different talk. But what we do want to do is let go of the control. So I want you to realize that you're doing the work. The work is actually inside. The work is inner to produce an outer result. So you've written it, you've visualized it, you've felt it. Now you're immersed in it, the happiness, the joy, and now we're releasing it. We're releasing control because we trust that we have everything we need. We can learn everything we need. It will arrive to us when we need it for that goal to be fulfilled because it's already done. And in the world of quantum physics, it is already done. We won't go into that because I'm telling you what, that was really hard for me to like wrap my head around. Right? The quantum physics behind different planes of reality and how it truly is already done. You're not just imagining it. It's out there. It's waiting for you. Think of it as in anything that was accomplished for the first time. That reality was already sitting there. It wasn't invented. The ability to fly, right? To create planes, the ability to go to space, like that knowledge, that universal knowledge, it was already there. It just had to arrive for us. We had to meet it. And this is how we activate that system. These 4 simple steps. 4 simple steps. So in the circle, you're going to write goal, right? Goal fulfilled. Number 1 in your circle. Number 2, visualize it. Number 3, feeling it. Number 4, releasing it. What is that circle there for? That's so that you remember the process. You can do this for any goal. Now, take the one that we've created here. And I want you, this is a challenge, I want you for 30 days to read this and go through this every day. Once, twice a day. Speak it out loud. Visualize it. Speak it out loud. Feel the feelings. And then let it go. With full confidence that you're going to have that. Because it's already been fulfilled. It's already there. Okay, thank you guys so much. That's it. That's really it. This is really, really a powerful process. I know it seems really simple, and that's the hard part. It's simple, but it's actually not simple because it's something we have to practice to be able to do. So I want you to practice this, and you can use this for any other goal. This process has worked for me on many occasions. And I want you to be able to have this gift for yourself too. It's already in here. We just have to practice it. We just have to strengthen it, right? It's like a muscle. We just got to build it. And you got to feed it You got to nourish it to build the muscle. And that is just by practicing it over and over. So if you're struggling with a goal, if you're struggling to have the life that you really want, whatever that is, start here. This is where I want you to start. It's going to change your life. I can't wait. All right, I'll let you go. See you next week.